Let my first steps mark the end of this world.
Okay, nice. So I'll give a very, very brief introduction of Demix, and then I'll let him loose. Demix is a player that's been with Boot Camp for
1 year. 1 year now.
Oh, 1 year? Oh, actually, 1 full year. Yeah. He came in as, I think, Diamond something,
3
if I'm not
peak.
mistaken.
Diamond
3. Yeah, and he joined Boot Camp. And now he is well on his way through Challenger with an insane win rate. He's done very well for himself, put in a lot of work, has a very good head on his shoulders. So he did most of it himself. But I like to think we helped him along. So we brought him back for this guest talk. So he can kind of share with everyone his process, the way he's climbed, what he's learned along the way, because this is a player that's very recently made his climb. Oftentimes when you talk to high-level players, Challenger-level players, they've been there a long time, right? My first time in Challenger was all the way back in Season 5. So sometimes they start to forget, like, what was the improvement process like? What was it like when I was struggling up the ladder myself, right? But Demix is a fresh Challenger. He just made his way from Master 0 P. The start of this season, he was fucking D4 with a 40% win rate. He was really struggling
30.
at the start of the season.
Even worse.
So bad, he changed accounts. That's how bad the start of the season was for him. But now it's near the end of the season. He's well in Challenger, right? He's really, really put in work. I'm very proud of him. Okay, he's put in a lot of work and made a lot of progress. So that's Demix. Okay, I'll turn the floor over to him and he can introduce himself, talk about himself. But that's a little bit of background on who Demix is and why we brought him in.
Yeah, I'm Demix, the currently probably world's best statistic-wise Bel'Veth player. I have a total of almost 300 games in ranked with her. Currently around 69% win rate. And yes, this is my first season hitting Challenger. I've also been playing champs like Vi, Poppy, Jarvan, like anything. We can just go through it quickly. I think one of the most important parts about this game is playing a lot of champions. I currently have, I think, 52 characters level 5 and level 7, and I just love playing a lot of champions. I have a total of about 5 million mastery score, and the highest I have is Bel'Veth with just 200,000. So throughout my years, I've been playing a lot of different shit. So when it comes to like tips about any champion, I can almost give tip about any champion. Some champions like Talia, I don't play, so don't ask me anything about Talia. But yeah, so I've been in this bootcamp, as Fleur said, for about a year. I was really struggling heavily with a lot of stuff. Just not only the clear, but my camera movements, how I panned my camera, etc. I think I was playing locked screen to masters, like 100% locked screen. I barely went off locked screen. I pressed Y and then kept clearing. I didn't really look on the waves or anything, and I was just playing on my mechanics. I was playing Echo by then, my second most played champion when he was strong last season. So I would say that I'm still kinda more mechanically better than macro, but my macro is definitely up there now after a lot of sessions with Phalaris, why not, and just a lot of coaches in general in all roles. So I was thinking today that I'm gonna go over a little bit how I play the game in general. Some people have met me in there were two custom games that were going on, where some people were able to see a little bit how my playstyle works. It was this Vi game, which we unfortunately lost 23, 5, and 12, and the Bel'Veth game right after 17 and 2. I've been playing a bit with Harry, the ADC mid coach that you've been seeing in this bootcamp. Good friend, good coach, and we're playing together. So I'm gonna go over a bit of stuff like in the replays, just in general, take like questions about anything that you really want to talk about, and explain Bel'Veth a little bit more because that's the champion that I am climbing with. I just want to show people the bad part about being high elo is because you get a lot of fucking flame. So I'm gonna show you basically. Bel'Veth was, let's see, jungle here. Okay, so this is Platinum Plus. We find her around a 51% win rate now. It's over 37,000 games. She's one of the most played champions right now. She has a good win rate, but okay, let's look at higher elos as well. Master Plus. We find her at 50% win rate. I've been very, hated on for playing Bel'Veth because she's a new character. And it's basically because, yes, she's strong, but I think that people don't realize why she's strong. There are so many people in Twitch chat and YouTube that keeps on commenting. I keep getting fed on Bel'Veth, and I just lose the game. I don't know what the fuck I should do. How the fuck do you win these games? And there's so many people that just cannot play Bel'Veth. They say it's so easy when they first see it, and it's so broken. Yes, she has some strong abilities, but still, it's like if you look in higher elos, if you look at the play, like the champions, Rek'Sai is currently at like 54% win rate. We have Elise at a 54% win rate. Skarner was up at 55% during a time. Bel'Veth is strong, but only if you really know how to utilize her. The ban rate here in higher elo is like it's very high for the amount of picks. You see, it's something like Graves at 13%. I would say Graves is one of her harder matchups. Graves is disgusting with his stacking armor. But basically, let's get into the stuff. Let's get into Bel'Veth and how I play this champion. Simply how we play through the early game to gain to the point where we just like roll the game. It's gonna start with an invade from the enemy team. We're gonna change so we see it only from red perspective here, and it's gonna break off here. So we're gonna speed the time up. So basically looking for an invade. I bait out the abilities. It's like something simple we can do just to kill them. But then we're actually going in for it. And never be afraid of trading with Bel'Veth early. You see, okay, let's look at the damage on this horn one more time. Look at the damage on this horn with my Qs here. Let's look at his HP together. Let's slow it down. Okay, so it's HP. My Q hit. Look at his HP. Look at the drop. Another Q is gonna hit. There, it's down to 240 from 400. It's like the amount of damage she has. Her Q damage early is, you see, 101 right now because of Conqueror stacked. And we basically get the flashes, yeah, right here. We get his ghost, we get all the sums. We keep on going. We pick up a kill for Harry here. And at this point, when he's dead, he has used all his abilities. I already know that we're probably gonna win the game. Because and here you can just delay the back of the top laner, because why not? And what we're doing is that we know that the Swain, he has used both Ghost and Flash. We're looking for laners like a Mumu, perfect, a Nivea, perfect. We're looking for CC setup. Just like a Master Yi kind of needs CC setup, Bel'Veth loves CC setup. We know he has no sums, he has nothing. So what I do here is I just secure the Raptors. I go into a 2-camp clear. I take W here, so I clear this one pretty quickly. And then I instantly look for mid lane, because he has no sums. It doesn't matter if the Nivea is level 2 or not, because my damage is enough to handle this. So we go in, I suddenly miss my W here, but we hit the CC. And this is why you should not be too scared as Bel'Veth. I flash on the turret to dash out the security kill. So this is shit you can do as Bel'Veth. And then I'm level 2, I have some experience, I'm moving into this because I'm gonna get level 3. Remember that Bel'Veth with her E gives increased healing, so you're gonna see the amount that I heal on this one after smiting and Eing it. Yeah. So I'm about to 50% HP, and we're gonna look for a regag mid. It's pushing in again. When I'm playing here, when I'm clearing, my eyes are mid, it's on top, it's on everything. I'm looking mostly bot and mid lane here, because those are the lanes that I can do something at. And we're moving instantly into mid lane, because he still has no sums. And we're gonna pick up another kill. It doesn't matter that Harry is over level 2, it doesn't matter that he's on a higher wave, because I still have my E. I heal and I have my dashes, and it's another secure kill. At this point, I've leashed a bit of experience, but I'm so ahead that I can use it. Now we just jump into the late game, because I want to show a little bit of how you mechanically use Bel'Veth. And I want you to treat her as Echo. If for anyone that has played Echo, that's kind of why I like her so much, because it reminds me of last season when I played Echo, is that she's very go in, use your stuff, go out. Wait abilities, go in, use your stuff, go out. If she gets a pick, she can ult, she gets like regen and a lot of the area damage, but if you don't get that, you want to play the poke game, and that's what's gonna happen here. So I'm gonna go in for the orb, I'm gonna kind of use all my stuff, try to kill him, but not really kill him because he's getting out. It's kind of tanky, and here I could die. If I misplayed this, I could die. There's a lot of damage going on, and I need to poke out. I need to dodge the abilities, and then I need to go in. He's low, I look for it, I look for a flash E, this gives slow and damage, and then I just keep on going. We kind of poked down the Ornn, but we had nothing left. My E was on cooldown, my W was on cooldown, so we're just standing here trying to dodge Swain. Then we re-engage. So it's In, out, in, out. That's exactly how you treat Bel'Veth as a champ.
Let my first steps mark the end of this world.